So I'm on my way to Yemisi Shyllon Museum, the first arts museum in a school. Yeah, this is Lekki Express Road, and the museum is located at Pan Atlantic University in Ibeju Lekki. Yes, same Ibeju Lekki that some of you used to say is too far to invest. When I tell people to come and invest with me in real estate at Ibeju Lekki as is. Meanwhile, a lot of treasures are going on, a lot of development is going on in Ibeju Lekki. So it's a must, it's a good buy. This is Pan Atlantic University. This is what we call serenity at its finest. It's such a lovely, beautiful environment, and it's so serene. Pan Atlantic University is one of the premium private universities we have in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So it's a good place of knowledge with great wealth of experience. So yes, me at the museum getting ready for my tour. Hello. Okay, I'm about going on my tour.
Yeah.
So just sit back, relax, and watch out. Yeah.
Okay. So you're welcome.
This is Mr. Israel, right?
Solomon.
Mr.
Solomon.
Solomon, yes, this is the tour guide at the Shalom Museum
Yeah.
in Pan Atlantic
Atlantic
University. Yes,
University.
so I'm so excited for this tour, and I'm hoping to learn a lot of Nigerian history, Nigerian artifact, culture, and tourism. So, because I'm a lover of art and culture, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for the audience, Mr.
You're
Solomon.
welcome. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
So Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art is the first university art museum in Nigeria and
Okay.
one of the leading university art museums on the continent.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are quite keen on how we can serve our audiences using the collections under our care, how we can have conversations on different issues, and how we can render different programs and activities
Yeah.
that can, besides entertaining people, also educate and make an impact on them. So service
Yeah.
and impact, very, very central to us. We're not just a tourist attraction, we're beyond that as a museum. So this space is our multipurpose gallery. We
Okay.
have works, sorry,
All right.
the ethnographic collection of the museum on display, works of material culture and heritage from different ethnic groups, highlighting different ethnic groups across the nation. This whole segment is dedicated to the Yoruba civilization. We have the mask, we have bronzes as well.
That should be Ilefe, right?
Yes, the
Ah, you
Ife.
see, I know my arts.
Memorial Ife head. Then this iconic piece, the Obalufon mask from Ile-Ife as well. Obalufon
Yeah.
mask is a representation of one of the historic rulers in the history of Ife. He is believed to have restored Ife when it was on the verge of, collapse as an empire. So he also instituted this heritage of brass casting for the Ife people.
Ife people.
Besides the Benin bronzes, the knocked terracottas were also taken abroad. You find them in so many Western museums today. We don't have works that are still celebrating and keeping this culture alive here in the country. So he is bringing that, knocked terracotta, putting them on paintings and giving life to them because usually as sculptures, they look lifeless. So giving them eyes as a way of connecting to his heritage and connecting to his past as a northerner. It was important to, connect these two conversations. This piece here also has a painting that pays tribute to the North Terracotta. The headdress of this guy here is similar to the headdress you find on the female knock pieces. So these two pieces are literally facing each other and having that conversation. And this is also a tribute to the ginger farming that is common in the northern part of the country, in the village where this artist comes from. His name is Josh Gojen. And he made it quite interactive by having this chair here. He invites viewers to sit and take photographs. So you guys can, pose and enjoy yourselves. So this yellow that he used is a tribute to the ginger farming. He has the farming tools and every other thing that comes along with it, really.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Were this artwork, were they sold to the museum, or is it like a subscription base? Do artists get proceeds from their work even for life? Or
Okay.
were they just totally sold out and it belongs to the museum now? The museum have exclusive right to do whatever they want to do with the artifacts and the
Okay.
works.
Very good question. If you look closely at the labels, you will see loaned by the artists in some of the descriptions.
Okay.
So all these works here, just a few of them are from the museum's permanent collection.
Okay.
Most of them were loaned by the artists for this time. This is a temporary exhibition. It's for about 3 months.
Okay.
After the 3 months, we're
They
going to
go
give
back
them back
to
to different
the
regions of the
artist.
north where we got them from.
Oh,
So
okay.
most of them are on loan. Already, some of the artists have pledged that after this exhibition, they are going to donate these works to the museum permanently. And we have a documentation process that goes into all of that when an artist donates. So we didn't buy all these works to set up this exhibition. It would be very expensive to do so.
Yeah.
Exactly, it will cost hundreds of millions. I
So,
don't know.
but
So
furthermore, they
everything.
can donate freely, and they can also decide. An artist can also decide to sell to monetize his works
We
and
don't
sell.
sell here.
Okay, don't
If
buy.
if you decide to sell, you can take it to a gallery in Lagos, like Mama Nike,
Yeah.
the Nike Art Gallery. As a museum, we are custodians of history and culture, and we are very, very keen on that. We don't display to make sales, except if an
No,
artist
I'm not talking about
approaches.
you post selling. I'm talking about the artist selling
If
to
the
you
artist
guys.
chooses to sell
So,
after the exhibition, fine,
okay.
because this is great PR for them. Most of these people, these works you see here, most of them have not exhibited in any public space before.
No.
So this exhibition is also serving as a platform to give these people a voice in the arts, in the nation's art, that their names are discovered, their creativity is noticed, and their talents is being showcased to the world. We have thousands of people who visit this place, so it's a very great platform. That's why we thought to do justice to the narrative that we should sweep across the length and breadth of the
The
northern
country.
region of the country, so that we can have that robust conversation and representation for everyone.
Okay.
So they are very happy to have, their works being displayed here in Lagos, the epicenter of the arts and culture.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I decided to start from where it was important for us to have a retrospect of where these people are coming from, to explore their culture, their heritage, and of course, royalty is very, very central to everything that makes these people what they are. Okay, so works from contemporaries like Khartoum Megana from Bauchi. We also have Amadu Andrew Lila. Then Jerry Buhari, who happens to be a scholar. He's been a lecturer at the University, ABU, Ahmed Bello University in Zaria. He's been practicing for quite some time, for decades actually. So this painting, he did this in 1992. He's showcasing for the first time in a public space. It's titled Guardians of the City. It's a painting of the ancient kingdom of Zaria with a lot of people. And it's a painting that was very, very personal to this artist because he did it when he lost his dad in 1992. And since then, because of that emotional connection he had with his father and everything, he never thought of displaying it anywhere. So, but when the whole essence of this exhibition came up, the idea of projecting the North, a region of the country that is, heavily misrepresented, underrepresented, misrepresented in the north, in the country. He felt it's necessary for him to bring this out to celebrate northern Nigeria and to help everybody learn more about the north. Okay, so this is another work by Mejida Kura. She creates, she's more into what you call crafts. She makes home in utensils like the cooking pot. You are the one there. Okay. So um, for welcoming important dignitaries at events, for announcements, of important ceremonies, they usually use this place. The Nok tradition or the Nok culture happens to be the oldest in the history of Nigeria, dating as far as 500 BC. So that tells you that you cannot really talk about the artistic heritage and history of this nation without mentioning northern Nigeria, because Nok has been there before the people in Ife, the Benin people started making their bronzes and all of that. So the civilization of the North is so rich, so diverse, and you can't leave them out of any conversation about the nation. The Dorbas, these paintings.
Hello, guys. I'm in paradise. Like, I'm in paradise and I mean it. I know the lightings might not be bright, but seriously, you need to take a view of this. Yeah, so yes, your favorite lifestyle blogger and realtor, event planner and project manager, Damisa, and I'm at the Fumilayo Shyllon Museum here in Pan Atlantic University, Ibeju Lekki at Eleko. So you know me now, I'm an art person and I came to take a tour on the museum like I do. I bring you places in Lagos and other places I travel to, I visit, just for lifestyle content, for tourism, and for knowledge, wisdom, and study. Look at this amazing piece. I love it. So colorful. I so love it. There's another one. Beautiful pictures. You might not appreciate it on video, but when you're here, you will understand what I mean. That's if you love art, if you love culture, if you love tourism. Not everybody appreciate this, but I get it. Wow. This is the first museum of art in a school in Nigeria. The first museum of art in a school in Nigeria. And I think it's the biggest.
He is believed to be the longest serving ruler of Alufon II
Wow.
in the history of Ife. Based on oral tradition, it's believed that he ruled for 400 years. Yeah, I mean, that's how long this man lived. According to stories told by people. So this is a representation of the Oni of
Oni.
Ife, who happens to be a very important
Once I see
person.
that headpiece, I know it's
Exactly.
Oni.
Exactly. So, very important person when you talk about the Yoruba race, because Ife is the ancestral home of the Yoruba people. All the Yorubas, wherever they exist, even in Brazil, across the world, they all trace their lineage and ancestry to Ife, where Oduduwa first descended and all. So the Oni of Ife, very, very important person. Then we have the Owo bronzes. The Okpon, in fact, divination trays used by the Yorubas till today for divination, to seek for spiritual solutions from the deities and all of that. This whole segment highlights Benin civilization.
Benin, I'm
Bronzes,
from Edo State, though I'm from Isako West.
Isako
Yes,
West.
the name of my
Interesting.
village is Afowa,
Okay.
just like 5 minutes from Auchi.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
Auchi, where we
Yes.
have the Federal Polytechnic.
It's Auchi.
Yes, so I'm from there.
We used to go past Auchi during my undergraduate days.
Ye-
We used to go past Auchi to the garage
Igara, yes, Akoko Edo.
for for field
Field
marking.
trips and
Exactly. I read geology.
geological studies.
Yes,
Akokoedu with the rocks and the
exactly.
springs.
The bronze is very important for the Benin people, the ivory pieces as well. Here we have a collection from Igbo land.
Igbo
We
land,
have
Igbo kwenu.
Benin, the Igbo bronzes, the wooden pieces as well. Um, that's what we have in this segment. In this segment, we have Nok terracotta, the oldest works of art in the history of Nigeria. Then we also have these bracelets. They are called manilas. They
Okay.
were ancient
They were
currencies.
chains.
No, not called
Okay.
money.
Money. Are you
Yes,
serious?
all
Wow.
of these metals were used for trade centuries ago in West Africa.
Exchange of.
Yeah.
So each artwork has their story and their unique idea behind the art, as being told by the museum guide. Of course, every artist has the idea, story, and the concept of what he or she is drawing or he or she is creating. No artist just create outside from from anything, just create for creating sake. No, there's a story behind what he or she is creating. Yes. So looking at the artwork, you might just feel like, oh, it's just this colorful concept. This is just a lovely piece. You might just feel like, oh, it's just it's nothing, but it's actually something. Every works has a symbolism. It represents something about the artist based on their creativity, their concept, the idea they are pushing out to the world. Whatever they are creating has a story. It has a vision. You get, they not just carry clay to mold or bronze to sculpt or wood to carve, paint to draw. No, there's a story behind what they want to put out in the world. It can be their story, it can be someone else's story, it can be the story of a community. It can be any story, but there's just a concept. There's always a vision, there's always a story to every art piece you see. Nobody does art just do it without nothing, without thinking of anything, without anything at all. Without any plan. You just draw without even knowing what you're drawing. You get, if you are drawing to decorate, yes, you're drawing to decorate, and there's an inspiration for that decoration. How you want to make people feel when they are with your pieces, or when they use your pieces maybe to decorate a wall or something. There's always a story. Yeah, so that's what I love about art. Art is so mindful, it's so soulful, because it's there to humanity. It's made by humans and for humans. So it gives you a certain form of calmness, even when the art is chaotic or is a sad art. But there's a certain form of calmness that you just feel, because you could see through other thoughts, through other people's minds, through other people's eyes, and just feel it for yourself. You could feel their perspectives, their opinions, their views through through their works. Yeah. So guys, of course, we are open for collaborations. If you have a project coming up that need execution, as regard what we do, as regard art, as regard travel, lifestyle, places, as regard real estate, regard event planning and event services, print jobs, souvenirs, just get in touch. That's why
Love
we are
you.
here. We are open for business. So get in touch. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, subscribe to my channel, share the video. Just encourage me now. Encourage me. Yeah, yes, me just golfing around. This is the outside of the museum. A very, very lovely building. Architectural wise is a 10/10. Like, it's so awesome. It's big. It's a lovely place. Yeah, so I'm just capturing around the old building so that you have an idea on the outside. The outside is a museum on its own. So see you in my